Dust blew hard through the chapel cracks, carried old sins and brought them back. Moonlight hung on splintered wood, like faded grace where I once stood. My coat was torn, my boots were stained from whiskey spills and outlaw games. A pocket watch had long gone dead, like all the vows inside my chest. The altar stood in candle smoke, beneath the weight of prayers once spoke. I laid my Bible on that stone, like bringing home what I had known. Ashes by the altar, cold and gray, like all the debts I couldn't pay. Lord, I've carried fire in my veins and dragged my soul through dust and pain. If mercy still can reach this far, past broken hearts and barroom scars, before the dark pulls me below, let these ashes be all I owe. I heard the wind through hollow pines, like whispered hymns from buried time. Each splintered pew held ghostly stains of broken vows and sacred names. I spoke out loud of all my crimes, the crooked deals, the wasted nights, the blood I spilled, the trust I burned, and every lesson never learned. The church bell rang through midnight black, like judgment knocking at my back. And in the flame I saw my past turn into smoke and drift at last. Ashes by the altar, black as rain, falling soft through all my shame. Lord, I've worn this guilt like iron rust, till all I touched turned back to dust. If grace still lives inside these walls, hear my voice when darkness calls. Before my bones are claimed by stone, don't leave this sinner here alone. I burn the letters, burn the lies, watch them fade before my eyes. The candles show, the shadows dance, like heaven gave one final chance. Ashes by the altar, drifting low, like all the pain I used to know. The moon still burned above the land, but peace fell soft on these worn hands. No grave, no ghost, no outlaw sin could pull me to that dark again. swayed in the midnight breeze above old boards and dying trees. Dust blew low through the empty square like dead men's prayers still hanging there. I walked alone with my hat pulled low, past the place where they let him go. My brother swung for a crime I knew, and I kept silent like cowards do. The whiskey burned like rusted nails, while moonlight washed the county rails. That gallows wood still called my name, like guilt had carved it in the grain. Midnight on the gallows, hear me cry, Lord, I've lived too long beneath this lie. I let blood fall and truth grow cold, and sold my soul for fear and gold. If mercy still can reach this town, lift this sinner from the ground before that rope comes down for me. Set my soul and conscience free. Preacher spoke, but I ran away. Left that town in black disgrace. Played my cards in outlaw bars beneath dead moons and prison stars. But every road bent back to here, to that hanging rope. And all my fear, I hear his voice in the midnight wind. Brother, don't let this be the end. The church bell rang from the hilltop stone, a sound that chilled me to the bone. And in that toll I felt the truth, the noose had waited for me too. Midnight on the gallows, black and still, echoes run across the hill. Lord, I carried silence like a blade, and let my brother bear my shame. If grace still burns in endless night, guide my feet toward what is right, before the earth takes all I am. Forgive the blood upon my hands. I dropped my bottle in the dirt, watched it break beside that earth, then carved his name into that wood, and wept there where the gallows stood. Midnight on the gallows passed me by. The moon still watched that endless sky. No rope came down, no judgment call, just mercy moving through it all. No fear, no lie, no ghost I knew could keep me from speaking the truth. The saloon went silent when I walked in. Dust on my coat, blood on my skin. Moonlight leaked through shattered glass, like ghosts still watching from the past. I took a seat by the corner wall, where names were carved from ballroom brawls. The barkeep slid that bottle down, didn't ask why I was in town. 3 fresh graves out on the ridge, crosses leaning by the bridge. Men I knew, men I betrayed, now sleep beneath the dirt I made. Whiskey for the dead, pour it slow, for the souls I lost down broken roads. Lord, I wore my pride like iron skin, but all it brought was blood and sin. If mercy lingers after dark, find me where the graveyards are. Before the night takes what I've bled, I'll drink this whiskey for the dead. The preacher warned me years ago that crooked seeds grow crooked roads. But I laughed loud and rode my greed till all I had was what I'd bleed. Now the names still haunt my sleep, like wolves crying through the creek. Every bottle tastes like dust, every prayer feels lined with rust. I walked outside to that graveyard gate, carried the bottle and all my hate, poured it out on the cold black ground, and heard church bells through the town. Whiskey for the dead, black as rain, for every wound and every pain. Lord, I drag my sins through desert stone, now all that's left is skin and bone. If grace still waits beyond this land, take this bottle from my hand. Before I join the ones I bled, I'll pour this whiskey for the dead. No stars above, just moonlit smoke and memories of the vows I broke. I dropped to my knees beside those graves and begged the Lord for what He saves. Whiskey for the dead ran through the dirt, carried away my fear and hurt. The moon stayed high, the night stayed cold, but peace moved through my weary soul. No grave, no ghost, no blood I shed could drown the prayers I gave the dead. Wind cut hard through the canyon wall, carried my name like a funeral call. Dust rose high from the barren ground, like a restless soul still circling round. My boots sank deep in the broken clay, on the same black trail I ran away. Years ago when I left this place, with stolen gold and a bitter taste. Now the moon looked down through hollow skies on crooked graves and no dead signs, and every step toward that graveyard hill felt like paying a blood-worn bill. Bones in the dust calling my name, like all my sins still burn the same. Lord, I walk through fire and lies, under moonlit roads and blackened skies. If mercy waits where the lost men fall, hear my voice through this midnight call. Before the earth takes what I owe, save my soul from the bones below. I found that cross where my father lay, half buried deep in the wind-blown clay. His name was carved in splintered pine, like a wound still fresh in time. I dropped my hat and knelt down low, spoke the truth I'd never told, about the blood and the cards I played, and all the lives my greed betrayed. The chapel bell rang far away, like warning me I couldn't stay. And in the dark beside that grave, I felt the weight of what I became. Bones in the dust, cold and still, echoes drift down the graveyard hill. Lord, I've carried this iron shame, like chains wrapped tight around my name. If grace can reach through desert stone, don't leave me here to face alone. Before my breath turns into smoke, break these chains before they choke. Stood still, no sound but bells beyond the hill. I laid my pistol in the dirt and let the silence take the hurt. Bones in the dust won't hold me down, no grave can claim this cursed old town. The moon burned high through endless black and lit the road that called me back. No ghost, no sin, no blood I spilled could keep me buried on that hill. Black dust drifted down the trail, past broken fences, rusted nails. The moon hung thin above the pines, like a blade cut through the night. I wore my sins like a weathered coat, with whiskey burning in my throat. That hollow road knew every lie, and every grave I left behind. At the end stood that chapel old, its wooden bones turned dark and cold. A crooked cross against the sky, like judgment waiting in the night. Chapel in the hollow, hear me now. I've bent my back, but I won't bow. Lord, I've dragged these chains too far through blackened fields and outlaw scars. If there's mercy in the midnight rain, wash these hands of blood and pain before the dark comes calling home. Don't leave me in this hollow alone. Inside the walls the candles shook, dust on the floor, an open book. My fingers trace those sacred lines like searching truth I'd left behind. I spoke the names I couldn't save, the ones now sleeping in their graves. The cards I played, the debts I made, the crooked roads where I betrayed. Then through the cracks the cold wind cried, like all my ghosts were standing by. And every bell out in the dark struck like thunder in my heart. Chapel in the hollow, hear me now. I've bent my back, but I won't bow. Lord, I've dragged these chains too far through blackened fields and outlaw scars. If there's mercy in the midnight rain, wash these hands of blood and pain before the dark comes calling home. Don't leave me in this hollow alone. I dropped my gun upon the floor. Didn't want that life no more. The candle flame burned tall and still, like heaven watched from on the hill. Chapel in the hollow, cold and deep, held the vows I couldn't keep. The moon burned pale through broken glass and lit the shadows of my past. No devil's chain, no outlaw name could drag me back through sin again. Black dirt clung to my worn-out boots by the graveyard gate where the dead sleep loose. Moonlight hung on crooked stones, and cold wind whispered through the bones. I brought a bottle and a rusted spade to dig through sins I never laid. The preacher said, boy, leave it be. ghost still kept on calling me. I knelt beside my brother's grave, the same one I was too late to save. My hands were stained from years gone by, and I still heard his final cry. Graveyard confession under blackened skies, telling my truth where the silence lies. Lord, I buried more than flesh and bone. I buried pieces of my soul alone. If mercy walks where the dead men sleep, come find the promises I couldn't keep before the dark drags me below. Hear this graveyard confession. The whiskey burned like bitter blame as I carved his old forgotten name. A coyote cried out through the hills, and everything around stood still. I spoke of blood, of stolen nights, of polka debts and outlaw fights, of every lie I wore like skin, and every road that led to sin. The chapel bell rang through the dark like iron striking at my heart, and from the shadows by the pines I swore I saw those haunted eyes. Graveyard confession in the dead of night, begging the Lord to make it right. Lord, I carried guilt like iron chains through dust storms, whiskey and endless pain. If grace still waits for men like me, lost where the blind can never see, before my breath turns cold as stone, take this graveyard confession. I dropped that bottle in the dirt, watched it break beside the earth, then bowed my head beneath the cross, counting all that I had lost. No thunder rolled, no angel sang, just church bells crying through the rain. Graveyard confession, blood and dust laying down pride, fear and rust. The moon still hung, the night stayed black, but I felt peace come drifting back. No grave, no ghost, no past untold could keep me buried in the cold. The saloon was dead, just lantern smoke and splintered chairs from promises broke. My glass sat warm in a calloused hand, like the last old friend in this wasted land. Moonlight spilled through a cracked back door, paint and dust on the wooden floor. The barkeep watched but said no word, like it seen men drown without the dirt. I wore my sins like a leather coat, heavy with names I never spoke. And in my pocket, cold as stone, was a cross I swore I'd left alone. Rusted halo over my head, hang low like the tears I bled. Lord, I've worn this crown of shame till I barely know my name. If mercy's still in midnight air, come find me kneeling in despair. Before the dark lays down its claim, take this rusted halo away. There's a graveyard hill past the county line where my brother sleeps beneath old pine. I left him there with words unsaid, and whiskey stains where tears had bled. That cross in my pocket burned like coal, like mama's prayers still haunt my soul. She used to say, boy, kneel and pray, or the dark will steal your heart away. Now the church bell rang through the empty black, like a sound trying to pull me back. And every toe cut through my chest like judgment knocking for my rest. Rusted halo over my soul, bent, cracked, but not yet stole. Lord, I ran through dust and sin, but I don't wanna die like this. If grace still walks these roads tonight, lead me through this endless fight. Before my breath turns cold and fades, lift this rusted halo away. I poured that bottle onto the floor, didn't need that poison anymore. Dropped that cross down in my hand and prayed alone where I would stand. The lantern shook, the shadows crawled, and I heard my name beyond those walls. Rusted halo, fall tonight, break apart in pale moonlight. No devil's hand, no whiskey burn can stop a soul that wants to turn. The moon stayed high, the dark stayed deep, but peace found me where sinners weep. Dust lay thick on the Bible spine in that old shack down the county line. Moonlight slipped through the broken boards like heaven knocking at my door. My hand still shook from the cards I played, from whiskey debts and graves I made. A rusted lamp burned faint and low, like the last bit of hope I'd ever known. Outside the wind dragged through the plain, sounded like someone calling my name. Dust on the Bible, blood on my hands, a broken man on cursed land. Lord, I wandered far from grace, with sin and sorrow on my face. If mercy still can find me here, past all these years of pain and fear, lift this burden from my soul before the darkness takes me home. I turn those pages one by one, like counting wounds I could now run. Words my mama used to read back when I still knew what I believed. Her voice came back through the midnight air, soft like prayer, sharp like despair. She said, son, the road ain't done till the Lord decides you're run. Then outside the chapel bell rang slow, though miles away through dust and stone. And in that sound I felt the weight of every sin and twist of fate. Dust on the Bible, tears in the dark, a cold dead fire, a fading spark. Lord, I've carried hate too long, and every step's been leading wrong. If grace still waits beyond my shame, call me back and speak my name before I'm buried by my past. Save this soul at last. I dropped that bottle on the floor. Didn't need its burn no more. The glass broke hard like all my lies, and silence filled the hollow night. Dust on the Bible, washed by tears. After all these wasted years, the moon still burned above the land, but peace came down through these warm hands. No grave, no debt, no devil's chain could drag me through that dark again.